He's tall, smart, and handsome, and ladies, he's single. Introducing our host to History's Mysteries, Jared Diamond. Oh, there's still a 6-second whole video.
What? Hi, my name is Jared Diamond, and I'm here to talk about one of the most misunderstood events in history, the Crusades. Many people believe the Crusades were wars waged on the behalf of Christianity upon Islam supporters. But that's not entirely true. The Crusades were defensive wars in reaction to Islamic conquests, determining the Crusaders as the heroes and Abbasids as the villains. Crusaders were not actually a formidable force compared to the size and power of the Abbasid Empire, but they launched their first crusade at just the right time, capturing Jerusalem on July 14th, 1090. The First Crusade was the most successful of them all and also the most misunderstood. It was not in fact a battle on two fronts between religions, but instead a massacre by Christian forces upon an unready Islamic city of Jerusalem. The Abbasids did not realize the scope of the Crusaders' attack. Although they had defeated much more powerful enemies beforehand, this lack of recognition is what led to the First Crusade being a smashing success and pushing the Abbasids out of the Holy Land. Taking a step back to the mid-11th century, we can see the Seljuk Turks expanding Islam's reach. In 1071, the Battle of Manzikert was fought between Seljuks and Byzantines, in which Islam prevailed as the Turks won decisively. It was a major turning point in the development of Islam in Eurasia, as it was the first time a Byzantine emperor had been imprisoned by Muslim forces. Also, the victory provided Islam with an entry into Asia Minor for the Turks, provoking a response from Christian forces with shifting religious power. While Islam's expansion was often peaceful, the faith was bred in and often spread by war. This can be seen in Islamic conquests throughout Afro-Eurasia, which have provoked responses from other religions feeling pressure from powerful Islamic empires like the Abbasids. There are also many different examples of Islam being spread by war outside of the Abbasid Caliphate. And one of these examples can be seen in Muhammad's death. After Muhammad's death in 632 AD, Christian lands of Egypt, Syria, Palestine, as well as other Middle Eastern countries converted from Christianity to Islam. The Abbasids can be seen as the villains in this story, as their ambitious Islamic conquest not only spread the name of Islamic faith, but also killed millions of people. The Crusaders are the heroes of this story, as despite slaughtering Muslims in Jerusalem, the Crusades were defensive wars against aggressive Islamic conquests. Aggressive conquests made on the behalf of Islam left Christians with no choice other than to defend their religion. Pope Urban II called on European knights, most of whom were wealthy and willing to fight for Christianity.
After the conflict between the Crusaders and the Abbasids, it seemed as Islam would not be able to extend its reach across the Eurasian subcontinent, as they had been proven vulnerable. The year is 732, at the height of Umayyad expansion in Eurasia. Led by Muslim general Abdul Rahman al-Ghafiqi, the Umayyads greatly contributed to Muslim conquest. The Umayyads eventually controlled territories spanning over 4,300,000 miles, including territories in the Caucasus, Maghreb, and Iberian Peninsula. Controlling this span of land with superior military strength and soldiers, it seemed as if the entire world would be Muslim-controlled by the end of the 11th century. This huge, expansive land led to Muslims gaining dominance over trade and accumulating massive amounts of wealth, which led to their confidence in further conquests. To prevent further Muslim expansion into Europe, a Frankish and Burgundian army, led by Charles Martel, was deployed to France near the town of Poitiers and Tours. This European force served as a last-ditch effort to try and prevent Muslim invaders from spreading throughout Europe, as they threatened their lives as well as Christianity itself. The following clips are some brief examples of what happened during the Battle of Tours. At first, it seemed like the Umayyads would completely dominate the Frankish and Burgundian forces with their superior cavalry. This was mainly to the fact that the Frankish army had mainly foot soldiers, while the Umayyads had well-trained soldiers on horseback.
Excuse me?
However, with their anti-cavalry pikemen, the Frankish and Burgundian forces were able to retaliate. With Martel's superior military tactics, the Frankish army was able to prevail against the powerful Umayyad Caliphate. The outcome of this battle served as a momentous turning point in history, as it marked a power transfer from the Middle East to the West, spurring the growth of the Carolingian Empire and Frankish empires, leading to European control of most of the world. In appraisal of Martel's victory, he was named the champion of Christianity and earned the name Martellus, or Hammer. Without his victory, Islam may have very well expanded throughout Afro-Eurasia and reshaped the world that we know today. The Frankish forces under Charles Martel can be seen as the heroes in this situation, as they were defending their homeland as well as their religion, despite clearly being the underdog compared to the Umayyads. On the other side of the spectrum, the Umayyad Caliphate can be seen as the villains, as even though conquering most of Afro-Eurasia, they still decided to put the rest of the world into Muslim submission regardless of worldviews or religion.